Check this out, my friend. You see that blue ribbon? There's a supercell here. You see that blue ribbon? It's called a blue prize. A blue prize ribbon. You get that for whistleblowing. It's a whistleblower thing. You get a blue prize. So when you tell the truth, you get a prize. You get a little ribbon. You know what I mean? Well, he's the only one talking about it, so it must be him. Okay, I'll deal with it. I'll deal with it. You hear it? I'll deal with it. Set up on this house. We got a supercell here, by the way, too. Oh, there you go, my friend. You're up there. You're up there. So for all you government agencies here that you're going to take everything, I'm coming from the blue prize. Well, here's the thing why I had to get out of the house here. Because last night or 2 nights ago, the way my smart dust works and communicates with me, they started talking to me about, because they're like printing out, or they're using biologicals, some type of biological thing. I guess Nazis started back in the day. Okay, if you think, when was the first time we heard about intersex? Like these people being born with both organs. This is like fairly recent, huh? Like I never heard any reports about this shit back in the 30s, 40s, 50s. This stuff will like come whenever AIDS hit. Like in the 90s. Okay, so there's a lot of biological shit going on. And well, the reason why it makes me talk about it is because my field, okay, my Internet of Things field, it started saying all you're producing is intersex children. So someone is using the biology, whatever they're doing, biotechnology, and it's producing intersex children. No one wants them. Can you imagine why? Excuse me, can you imagine why? Ha! That's bird sound went from that tree over to here. This is a danger spot here. This is danger here. You see that step down? You see that step down up there? This is dangerous here. Very dangerous. So apparently there's somebody's little beam forming line here. But anyways, we're talking about intersex, no one wants them. And then that brought me back to, what was it? Russia. Because the United States started using vaccines and manufacturing vaccines with HIV retrovirus, strands of it in the vaccine. And then, it brought to my attention was, since there was a kind of a war against transsexuality or something, Russia made their own vaccines. So, no, we're not sticking anything in us with fucking HIV in it and some type of biological that if we have children, there's a chance that it's going to be born with both sex organs because of the code. Now, let's be fucking real here. This is not science fiction. Fiction! Because it bounces right off the house and comes back. There's some type of antenna or relay system there. It's the Internet of Things. Now, there's a decent amount of birds out here. It's unseasonably warm. It's very unseasonably warm. It's like 60 degrees right now in the middle of January. It's not so dry anymore, is it? Look at that. So anyways, Russia made their own vaccines. Most likely because the HIV retrovirus was used in vaccines. Strands of it was used for vaccines. And then you go to World Bank. Let's talk about World Bank. Okay, now that's Sam Altman. Sam Altman's involved in this. He started his HoloLens. Special little camera that you could use smart dust now to make a camera. Smart dust to make a camera. Let alone a speaker out of thin air. Now we got a camera out of thin air. So, here's what they did. World Bank stopped trading and stopped loaning money to Uganda in Africa. Uganda's not the only ones now. There's 30 countries in Africa that have laws against homosexuality. Ugandans are the worst, they say. Because if they catch you doing some type of homosexual act in public, they literally give you the death penalty. Like, they will lock your ass up for the rest of your life. They will kill you for being a homosexual. Okay? And whenever that law first come out, this Internet of Things that was all around me at the time that I heard this on the radio, they went nuts. They totally said, fuck Ukraine, Russia war, any other war, Netanyahu and Palestine, because they were fighting a long time before Yom Kippur. They said, fuck this. They went right after those for homosexuality. Just because of that, they went right for them. Like, they sent money down there. They started going to court. They started all this shit. You heard? So, I don't know. I don't know if you guys are up to date on all this shit or not. But this intersex thing, even the military, the United States military want anti-woke. That means if you can't decide if you want to be a man or a woman, you can't decide who you're going to shoot. You can't decide for the computer. More importantly, if you work in computers, now you're sending a message to the computer. The computer says, hey, you're a male. But now you're dressing up as a female. So the computer's supposed to say, okay, this is cool. There's nothing wrong here, nothing to see here. So they want anti-woke. If you could, you have to take a psych test. Now, people that talk about schizophrenia, okay, and all these other weird made up bullshit names. So somebody that is a man for an hour and an hour later says they're a woman, whenever they go to the psych ward, is that normal now? Is that like, that's just great. It's just great. So that's like considered normal. Somebody that says nothing but fact is considered to be the one who has a particular electrical flow impedance problem. Okay? So, let's think. Let's think here. Let's do some thinking. Now we have all this technology and all these facts coming out from the military and everything. And more importantly, where the fuck's the rest of the planet at on this one? Why is everyone like following suit with whatever the United States does? We're gonna follow. If the United States wants to keep this covered up, we'll just keep going to war, blah 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 blah, and we don't want no one to know. Why? Now, if the United States comes out, you guys gonna go to war? Like, no, we don't want this stuff out. Planet. World Economic Forum. I love your fucking remarks. Please. Because, no, there's some bad stuff going on dealing with genes. Genealogy, eugenesis. Don't let me get started on Planned Parenthood now. Okay? Now, Planned Parenthood, there's a Planned Parenthood right up the street from me. And they go in there and suck fucking biology right out of the vagina. And they take that stuff. And they use that stuff. Can you imagine what these computers are doing with that? Now we have these little organoids of abortions flying around. Okay, and just an open data field, the data field. And now eugenicists can run around in the Internet of Things, pick out any human being they want, look for a specific genetic code they're looking for. Look at this. Look at this. Where's this at? Internet of Things. See the blue line? This is a bad spot here too. This is a very bad spot. Especially right here. Let me show you what it is right here. This is where the sun comes through. Okay, this is a natural glide path for the sun. Comes right through here. Comes right through. There's literally a. You see how the gas is igniting right there? This is perfect because this is where the sun naturally comes through here, and it creates a frequency that cannot be seen by most people. But if you have an eye for it and you have a feeling for it, you know it's here. You just know it's here. It's right here. This is a natural glide path for the sun. And there's a goddamn supercell here. It's breaking up, but it's here. This is abnormal weather for January. 60 degrees. 60 degrees and the earth is tilted away from the sun. So, the Internet of Things, I think you guys are confused. Either that or somebody is around this area that does not like cold weather. Because this is 2 winters in a row now. 2 winters in a row, and since the Internet of Things, we have magnetic fields and relays and all this other good junk to pull the Earth's magnetic field and piss around with the Earth's magneto, which is wind. Magneto. We can calculate with this shit. We can do things with this. We know how it works. So, where else was I at? Hello! The lines break. The lines snap. So, I mean, just this stuff that they call smart dust alone that detects light, temperature, magnetic fields, vibrations, all this stuff. Little tiny sensors. You put it on drones, you put it on a human, put it in a vaccine. You can do anything with it. Fuck, you spray it in the sky from airplanes, for Christ's sakes. You put it right in their fuel if you want. You could make it a tanker jet too. I don't know what they plan on doing, but this is a pretty strange field here this morning, my friend. Pay attention here. I'm gonna keep the camera this way because this is a bad spot too. Can you imagine having metal roofs on your house? Feel the cold current coming out of here. So that's how they protect themselves with cold current. Can you imagine having metal roofs with all them vibrations and all this shit coming through your house? Wow, dude, you want to talk about getting screwed over? You know, keep metal on your roof. You know, it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad whenever I heard somebody make a video, like a doctor or some shit, saying people were buy lead panels for your house. Buy lead panels for your house. Do the roof, do the walls of your house and do the roof to try to keep out the radiation. Because there's some type of, they want to call it military technology. It's another bad spot. Military technology, but any jagoff with a keyboard that knows a little bit about signals processing, whenever I walk around, you're gonna be picking up all these weird fucking signals, huh? Oh, what is this little fucking Wi-Fi signal going on here? This little Internet of Things. This little long range wave going on. What is it? And I can't get over how many of you guys got prostate problems right now, bowel problems? Because that's what they're coming for. Because if they can't give you a heart attack, okay, and run from here, go into your nose, use your nose as static field with your eyeball, because your eyeball will connect with everything. If they can't do that and stop your nerves and cause your heart to blow up, they're just going to go right in your asshole. Because you have more nerve endings in your asshole than on your pecker or your vagina. Like, you could stick a pill in your ass, and it's just like you swallowed it. So now they're going to come for your asshole. And then since this is magneto, when a guy gets a hard on, there's fucking a magneto pressure that runs down. I'll point it right out to you. It runs down right here, okay? I can feel shit in there. And it runs down, okay? And that runs into the male anatomy. And that's what allows airflow. Steve Harvey, Dr. Oz, your erection ED pills. Where the fuck you guys at? Dr. Oz, you should be all over this. Haven't heard from you since you lost the senator election to Mr. Fetterman. Now, Mr. Fetterman, do I have some good knowledge for you, sir? And I hope you've been listening. I hope you've been listening. Because there's been people stealing my fucking thoughts and painting somebody else's picture, saying it's them saying it. So, anyways, back to it. You guys are going to get your assholes, your anus, your sex organs, your bowel, and your pelvic floor fucked with. And then you have to look into neuropathy, which is your feet. Once that goes in there, that's like a toothache. Now, neuropathy is like a toothache. You get a toothache, okay, your tooth's hurting, but you can move that frequency. Like, you could start having a heart attack, and you can move that frequency down your arm. That little toothache, that's a heart attack. That's all it is a piece of dirty static electric that they so well know. Hey, Kim, Aunt Kim, why don't you quit stealing shit out of my asshole and making nuclear bombs out of it? I know, you're fucking, who was it? Your brother? Your cousin? Got hit with a biological agent. And that probably really pissed you off. How the fuck that happened? I know how it happened. Why don't you say something? Instead of just stealing the shit and going out, we're going to do this. No, I want you in the group. You guys are pretty fucking smart. Why won't they let you fucking play with them? What's wrong? They don't like fucking China or Asian people, little short Asian people? What's wrong? I remember that movie they made here in America. What was it? When Eminem was in it. Who got Nigger of the Year award by Dave Chappelle. Anyways, he was in that movie. He says, I suck dick, so what? So the fuck what? I'm flaming homo, I'm a faggot, blah, blah, blah in that movie. And he started a big stink. If you guys release that movie, you will pay. Then Sony got hacked. PlayStation! All right, my friend, I'm almost out of time, but hello! There's a harmonic here. It's raining. That little yell, if I made the speaker in the sky vibrate, and it's pulling the water electrons apart, and it's allowing the hydrogen to bond with the oxygen and come down. Just that little yell, because the amplitudinal pressure, the decibel levels are probably at about 180, and it vibrated the water right out. So those little sensors up there in the clouds. Don't tell me we can't figure that one out, guys. How was after the recess? What happened? Still waiting to hear what's going on. Because for these two couple of states to be highly concerned, for people to be concerned about the shit that's up here in the sky, and more importantly, what's in our biology, biotechnology with these little sensors, guys, it's not just smart dust. Your DNA alone. Okay, we know how to look at DNA. We know what it does. Your DNA alone will turn into a coherent laser beam. Your DNA alone is a sensor. Your DNA alone is magnetic. Your DNA alone is like a computer. It can be coded. Think, guys. Think, guys. The world's only getting smaller and smaller and smaller. Libraries are connecting us all together. And you know what the downfall is? These people, they play this game, but there's like no fraternization involved. They're all trying to kill one another. There's no fraternization. That doesn't mean you have to go in the bathroom and fuck one another. It's like, hey, how are you? You're looking okay. Whatever. Oh, let's talk. Let's do something. Besides, okay. Can you imagine? Can you imagine like an artificial intelligent being that looks just like a human being? How's it supposed to react? It sees all the world's most top intelligent people.